Here's my vlog for the 1st of May. I'm going to turn my eyes off so I can concentrate more. YouTube says it's been 4 days since I did a video. I recorded a 20-minute long video, like I think day before yesterday, but I didn't like double check that it went up. And I guess if you don't double check, it doesn't go up. Because I just saw that, yeah, it's not up there. So I figure I'll do this video and then I'll upload them both at the same time. So, and then from now on, try to remember to check if a video goes up. My mom likes to bitch and moan at me that I have to be more professional with my vlogs, but dude, it's hard enough to keep up with doing a vlog every day. It's like, why don't you commend me for that? For doing it in the first place, dude. Like, who does a video every day? Nobody. At least I'm doing it. So, yeah, I guess I was just too preoccupied. I'm trying to do some, change the format, like make some conversions on my timeline. But it's, taking longer than it should. It should be, you should be able to just change the stuff in a batch edit right at once. But the problem is, I built it all in bits and pieces, so not all the pages are the same. So if I do a batch edit, it doesn't do it for the whole thing, which is fine. But then there's lots of this other stuff that I have to do to get caught up on all the different things that I'm trying to get upgraded on. My future timeline, I was talking about this before. I should have an energy drink. My mom bought me a bunch of these. It's my favorite. My mom bought me a bunch of these energy drinks. This is a peach mango. You have grape and lime and stuff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. My mom went to Costco and she thought she was doing me a favor by getting me energy drink. I think she called me and was like, "You want me to get a packet of energy drinks?" And I was like, okay. Oh God, are you okay? It's not gonna die. My ferrets too, they get into too much crap, swallow too much stuff. I think they live right here. They live right here. Man, I felt sick earlier on. That's why I'm wearing a jacket. I felt sick, like really bad. I guess from lack of exercise, but I felt stuffy. So I opened up both my windows on the corners and all the way, even though it's like night and it got cold. But I just had to, and it made me feel a lot better. But I might be overdosing. On the caffeine, because the problem with, I have cheese. I'm going to go get more of this coastal cheese. The problem with having all of these caffeine drinks is you drink one and then you drink the other one, and I end up drinking more than I think, and then I get like caffeine poisoning. So anyway, Man Out My Little Rascals, all right. So, yeah, like right now on my future timeline, it was like all fucked up. So I guess I must have done. See, a lot of the time when I work, I get really tired. I must have gotten really tired and screwed up. But I saw that like just the very beginning of my rainbow titles was pasted on it. But the pages were like all screwed up. There, I couldn't figure it out, and then I figured it out, and there was all these different things I had to do, and it's like, my God, I don't even know how it got that way. But anyway, and since the last time I did a video, and I think even the last time I uploaded, yeah, I decided how I wanted my UN regions to look like on my timeline. Since the beginning, I had them in words, and it didn't look right. Because when you do it, it's not necessary. You can convey more information with an image, and you don't need it. It's not necessary. It's not consistent with my timeline. The timeline is to condense, and you can condense with a icon instead of words. For example, horizontal to vertical. It's just with icons, and so there's no reason why I shouldn't just use icons for, and it's on there now, for the UN regions, because it's not any harder. In fact, I would say easier. And even from the beginning, there was no learning curve. And but in the beginning, I made them to try to match the background, because it's like a rainbow background, but it's like a gradient within the same color. Because there's regions and there's sub-regions. And that got too complicated, and it didn't look right, and I didn't finish it. And then I suddenly was like, wait, even though there are only 20 pixels, you can have them rainbowed. So in the pixel, so if there's like 5 countries in the sub-region, you would have the 5 countries the color of the rainbow. So one would be purple, and then orange, light yellow, dark yellow, green. And it's perfect because I think you can see all of them, and it'll really help. It'll really help with the conceptualization of it and look good. And it'll be all rainbow colored with all the different colors right next to the flashing rainbow title. So I'm like so excited to figure out, to see it. So I want to, maybe tomorrow, I'll go in there and oh, that's the skinny one that's been losing weight. And yeah, I can do it because the images that I got off of Wikipedia, and if the ones that I don't have it, I'll find ones that do have it. But they already had like a line that went through the images, so I can distinguish between them and then make them different colors really easily. So it shouldn't take that long. And that'll make the site look really freaking good. And then I'll do batch edit in to replace the words with images of everything else too, like with future and past, next, and previous. I'm going to switch that out. And this is all Maybe I should hold him. This is all like philosophical. And I'm like thinking to myself, what was I thinking? Shit. Should make sure he's okay. Yeah, like it looks way better. I guess because I think I was planning on doing it. I was planning on doing it. Just that I didn't get around to it because I knew it didn't matter. And yeah, I just needed to make sure the links worked. So now I'm getting around to it, and yeah, so it's gonna look good. And then, so today though, for the last couple of days, I have been doing icon fonts for all the the countries. So within the pages of the timeline, which takes forever because the computer spins around forever. It was just coughing up a hairball, like a natural thing that cats do, and not like choking. Yeah, so a lot of spinning around, waiting, but it was interesting, artistic stuff, trying to figure out what to use and be consistent and meaningful. But I also have to make the string of fonts for the ones that don't work, like on my title link that goes across. On 5 of the 8 links, the main ones at the top, don't even work with Mozilla Firefox. So I have to go in again and remake a CSS file font that attaches the font. So first it has the first font that doesn't work, and then I have to attach the other one, my second one. And I did that once, and it didn't even take the second one. So I'm like, and I don't know what the max is, so you just have to do it. So like what you do, you add a font, and if it doesn't take the font, you can make it so that if it doesn't take this font, it'll take the next one. And so I'll just keep doing it down the line until it takes something on Firefox. I saw sometimes it takes them on Google Chrome, but not on Firefox. But Firefox is by far way better than Chrome. And Safari and the iPhone don't take any. But Firefox takes enough to make it worth it. So I have to go in and modify. But I can do it with batch editing because it's already on the whole site. I don't think I could have batch edited it and the whole thing, but I'm going to try it actually with the history books pages. But yeah, so I almost was done. Actually was done. I finished doing all of the icons for all the countries of UN, which is like 210. And then I think I even resized them, made them all the right size and almost. And yeah, so then I have to go in and I started to try to make sure that I could see them, that they'd work. And I added a double, I added one for one, and it still didn't work. And so maybe I'll add a third and a fourth, and hopefully that fixes it. It's not something else, but because I've never done it like that before. But yeah, and then just have to do that to everything that I have that I can see. And then when it's all good, batch edit them all into the whole timeline. And then I'll have to like paste them all like in one unit into my education page, because that is the page, and also the UK page, because I had one page for it for the UN TAC book, because that's also UN, all the countries, same countries. So I'm going to attach those countries to their fonts, and that'll look interesting when it's all together, and it'll also be like an interesting display of all the fonts that I have, and I'll probably modify some. So yeah, I mean, I've got so much different things going on that by the time I pop out of this little tunnel, it's gonna look, my website's gonna like look truly next level, like good. And so that'll be like a couple of weeks. Like I think this month I'm gonna have to be doing all that kind of stuff together. Like, yeah, somehow I didn't finish putting all of the rainbow titles. So finished rainbow titles, UN icons, fonts and icons on the website through the month of May. And at the end of it, hopefully, my prediction is by the end of May, it'll be, you should check it out. And then that's when I'll be all excited. I'm super fired up to proceed to finish the fonts, which I'll do in June. Finish adding all the fonts and tweaking icons, and then like, I might want to do links between horizontal and vertical at that point. That'll be really cool. So, because I'll have the fonts, add the icons from vertical to horizontal, and then link them all. And after I do that, it'll be done. That'll be by like the end of the summer. So, anyway, that's enough talking. Tomorrow, I'm hoping that I don't know, man. I'm hoping I'll be done with all of the rainbow titles and country fonts. Yeah, and maybe working on attaching them to the education page. That'll be cool. Anyways, enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow.